Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to our So How It Was segment for 2023. We're here at EMRG. It's been 2 years since we've been here, and we're very excited to come back again. Big ups to Raphael Saul and the team. This year, their theme is We Are World Class, and I'm very excited to share with you what is coming up in the next segment. Let's go and find out what's happening this year at EMRG 2023.
What's going on?
Emerge 2023 is an absolutely amazing showcase of all the Barbadian talent that we have here. And Signia Globe is very proud and always pleased to be associated with Raphael Saul first and foremost, and with those Barbadians around the world making a big splash for a small island. And we are very much relevant. As Raphael said tonight, we ain't new to this, we true to this. And I think that he is on to something big.
So we're sitting here with international spoken word artist Cindy Celeste.
I was a little shocked to be asked to be a part of the event, and then also because of the way I was asked. So I'm not actually performing by myself tonight. I am performing alongside my longtime mentor, Adrian Green. And I've never actually, like all the years I've been doing poetry, this will be my 10th year now. And I've never actually performed alongside him. This is a great opportunity in so many different ways to be a part of a transformational space, to get to perform with one of my mentors. Like we actually sat down and wrote something together, which is crazy to me because like if you told 13-year-old me that I would be performing alongside Adrian Green, who was I was just like messaging to be like, you could look at my poem. I would not believe you, but I'm very excited.
I am always interested in mentoring the youth and seeing the young people progress, so I think it's a very good idea.
So why are you here at Emerge?
I'm here to just see the stars and have a good time.
So tell us why you want to meet Sada Williams so much.
Because she represented our country and she's one of the reasons why Barbados is still on the map.
First of all, to learn, to grow, and to reflect, and to see a difference, and to inspire by the youth, and not just by the youth, but the leaders who paved the way for us to emerge to another level and to complete a journey.
But the experience has been really great. It's been very inspiring, empowering, and I had a lot of knowledge to take away with me. I feel energized and ready for the year.
Well, it was important that I be in the room so that I can emerge. And I'm also the grand prize sponsor of tonight's event, which was the Cruise for Two. So one lucky winner walked away with a Cruise for Two on board Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines today. And it was such an action-packed event. I am happy that I was here.
This is actually my first experience with Emerge, and it was very refreshing. We do have awesome talent in Barbados that we are, as Barbadians, need to respect and recognize our own. These folks have done so many good things and they're on the world stage. So that we need to embrace them. I was really happy to be a part of this, not only for my company, Guardian General, to be a sponsor, but me personally, I really was happy to attend this event. And I really wish Raphael all the very best, that he continues keeping on and showing us that this is real. This is real in Barbados. We have what it takes to be on that world stage.
We ended 1 year with a lot of tragedy, a lot of scary things happened, and I felt it best to empower my mind, empower my heart, empower my people to start the year on a better note. Emerging means growing, always. So it means that we don't stay in one place, we always elevate. And as the CEO of Classic Cuts and being the sponsor of the show, I felt like I needed to be here. I needed to keep my boy Raphael sharp, make sure my friend Acton was clean, but most of all, start my company and show my people that this is how we should start our lives with the focus of growing and elevation always. So I'm so happy and honored to be a part of this show.
So Belle, we are back here again, second time around for 2023 Emerge. How does it feel again to be a host for the initiative?
Let's go back to 2020 for a second and the inaugural awards, how excited we all were, and looking forward to the next one, which should have been the 2021 Emerge Awards, and it didn't happen. And then I kept getting messages from Raphael, who of course is the founder of the Emerge Awards, saying, okay, Belle, this is the next date. And then that didn't happen. Okay, Belle, this is the next date. Because what we were dealing with was, of course, a pandemic. And I think now to come back bigger, stronger. Remember, we were in a small room for the first one. We're in a bigger room this time. But the growth is there. I think we need to share the stories of what has happened with the first awardees and what they have done and how they continue to strive. I think that's really important. I love that this is an award from us for us. And I also love, actually, that we've got the EMRG organization supporting the GineOn organization and vice versa. I think that's really important.
All right, good night, Trevon. How do you feel tonight?
And I feel honored, man. I'm very, very happy. I feel blessed, honestly.
All right, we have Mom here with you. How do you feel about your son tonight and every night?
I'm happy with him. I've always told him from in my tummy, all from a baby, he will be a leader. So I am really not surprised. I have invested a lot. We've done a lot of leadership books together, including the Bible. And, I'm really thankful to God for everything, and I pray that, as I would say, he stays in God. As soon as he stays in God's will, he will continue to be moved from strength to strength and go higher.
Receiving rewards at a young age, it's not taught generally. It's not something that we have seen. It's always the older person, someone middle-aged or ending their career that is at that point that they are recognized. I think this is a good platform for people to see that the younger persons to the up-and-coming persons, people who because times have changed, the people who are willing to jump on it early, that they too can be recognized and rewarded.
So, Akhenaten, you carry away all the people awards.
It starts with you. I must say that. I gotta say that first. It starts with you. What a phenomenal feeling. And as I say all the time, glory to God, because all the glory belongs to God. And I'm truly humble and thankful to be a vessel of excellence, to be a vessel that brings creativity, to be a vessel that brings joy into people's life, to be a vessel that shows you how great God is.
Dr. Forde, never in my life I thought I would have you in front of my camera. Thank you so much for your insurmountable work that you have done for this country. What does it mean for you to be an awardee at EMRG 2023?
This is absolutely amazing for me, and I'm very thankful. I think one of the most important things for me is to do everything I can to promote the country and everywhere, whether it be in this case in terms of healthcare, and really showing that we in Barbados can lead the world. And I think that needs to be understood not only by Barbadians but by the rest of the world.
Raphael, he was empowering. I saw him at the GineOn Awards last year. He's definitely somebody that I will follow from now on. He is very, very invigorating, and he is very, very empowering.
None stood out. All were on the same path, especially the Wonder Women. Girl power. They were impact with a lot of information for women.
Hearing Corey talk about the experiences, the real life of COVID, being so close to the action, that inspired me to, in the midst of rain, still smile.
And I think it's important to highlight the work of many young people out there who are doing tremendous work for the country.
You often think about how you're socialized and don't realize you get older how certain things impact on you. So at primary school, our motto was only the best is good enough, Westbury Primary. Woo-hoo. And I'm realizing as I get older that those words really, that's what I live. What you do, make sure your output is the very best. And I think that's what we're doing as persons, emerge as entrepreneurs, emerge within themselves and be more confident, just want to put out the best.
Everyone was so riveting, encouraging. I think one key takeaway from all of the panelists would be operate in a spirit of excellence. And for me, I am going to take that forward with me as I go forward in this year.
The biggest takeaway for me would be following your passion. When I come to awards like this and I see it's nothing, it was just a thought and an idea. Because our dreams do become our reality, that's the takeaway for me, that when you stick to a plan, you stick to the plan and you execute a plan and you have a strong team around you, creatives like yourself, that's one of my takeaways, to just stay focused and keep your mind on the game and on the plan.
When I think about my own childhood, sometimes access and opportunity is just that one person, that one positive person in your life that says, I see you, I believe in what you're doing. I'm going to support it. I'm going to give you an opportunity and an avenue. I'm so blessed to have more than one person that I can count that has been there for me in that way.
So I think that an event such as this is great for young people to be rewarded so that they can further push forward. Recognition helps to boost momentum. Yes, we have the academics, but when you're rewarding creatives, you're rewarding the athletes, in their field, it really encourages them to move forward and to push forward and to even give more.
But to have that inspiration from Raphael Saul and all the other awardees, it really pushed me this year. It's my year. I did say that Warriors night. I know I am really going ahead, especially getting charity out there more. So this is the start of great things.
Recall, I want you to walk. Do not look down. Look in the eye. Tell them I'm ready to lead the future and to emerge a better quality of life.
Be relentless. Have a little more confidence in yourself. Most definitely, I think that was something that I struggle with. Still struggle with it from time to time sometimes. And just be honest. I mean, just generally be honest with yourself and understand your faults and work on your faults and better yourself.
I think one of the most major defining points in my life certainly was that transition to medical school. And that sounds crazy, but it's really true. From going from someone who may be dependent on your parents and dependent on them to do everything for you, your grandma. I always talk about my grandma all the time, and my dad, etc. From helping me move from that stage to move to medical school was quite difficult with any financial challenges. And I think my life story gives, I think, a boost to many young people who are listening on today. And it's really this. You do not put your financial burdens as a blockage to you getting to the next point in life and where you want to go. Find out what you need to do to go to the next point, and the rest will follow. I want them to trust me on that one.
I would definitely tell my younger self, stay focused and ignore that outside noise. Keep in sound mind because it can be rough. It will be rough. But what is a test? Money without a test. So that's what I would tell myself. Keep focused.
And I'm actually going to take this opportunity to mention Sada Williams, who is a budding photographer. Scott is deaf, so any way that I can support him, I'm definitely going to do that. And sometimes that's all it takes. That's all it takes is to give somebody an opportunity. You might be thinking, well, I'm not rich, or, I'm not sitting on some trust fund. How can I help this individual? Sometimes it might just be saying, hey, do you know Sada Williams? Have you ever worked with Sada Williams before? Hey, Scott, you should meet this other photographer and learn about their journey and work together. And that's what makes all the difference. It's just people working with people.
How are you feeling this year?
Amazing. I feel as though this thing that I've been dreaming over the last 2 years of the pandemic, this gift I wanted to be able to give people, this opportunity, this space, it was in my mind, it was in my heart, and now I'm standing in it. So it feels amazing. I feel incredibly at peace. I feel very satisfied. I feel full. And the responses, the engagement, it's just been phenomenal. But in many ways, there are these transversal lessons, experiences that you have on one side of the fence that I might not necessarily have walked in the same way, but still, I can learn from your story and I can learn from your lessons. I don't have to go and grab a plane and fly to some faraway country to be inspired by somebody who is grassroots. Somebody who looks like me, who grew up in a community near me, who shares a similar cultural and historical context and identity, and I can look at them and see myself in them. So as I was listening to these stories, I was backstage, it just felt like, man, everybody should be able to find themselves on stage, see themselves in the stories that have been shared, and ultimately, hopefully be able to go away quietly tonight, tomorrow, and the days after, and start to pen their own story. That is my ultimate dream.
What would you tell your 14-year-old self?
What I would say is, give yourself grace. It is a lie that you need to put yourself under pressure to have life and everything figured out. People put us in this box and cause us to run down this track that makes us believe we need to have all the answers lined up perfectly. I had no idea I'd be on this path when I was 14. So 14-year-old Raphael, take it easy. Be cool. Everybody might see your talent and potential and be like, man, you can be this, you can be able to do that. Take it easy. Give yourself time to figure out who you are, where you are in the world, and why you are here.
Like the one who has made the impact, and I want you to shout out once you see that person, I will emerge.
And you will what?
And you will emerge.
Say to you, girl.
Yeah.
You look good in that print.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Love you,
All
about.
right.
What going on?